It's been a long time since the glory days of Domenico Piscopo. After his stardom as a footballer and subsequent successful stint as a manager, life moves at a much slower pace for the big Italian. For Domenico, football was an escape from petty crimes. The success he's built releases him from the stresses and strains of younger years. That was until one phone call changed everything. It came from a terrified Tobias Tanner. Piscopo hardly knew of him before this conversation, just the fact that he was a product of the YSL managerial network. Tanner, overwhelmed by the greatness on the other end of the phone, stuttered and mumbled his way through the serious topic of conversation. The day after hanging up his boots at Wrexham, the Liechtenstein shot stopper received an anonymous death threat in the post. Tobias had a hunch of who would do such a thing, but without significant evidence leading to the culprit, he was left to defend himself, something that doesn't come naturally to him if his time in Wales was anything to go by. Tobias knew that the suspect was bigger and tougher than himself. Unless he was armed with a weapon, any attack could lead to his untimely demise. So he consulted with the youth squad legend's great Piscopo, famously known for being absolutely massive, for some urgent safeguarding. Fortunately, the pleadings struck a chord with old Domenico. One of his childhood friends that didn't make it into football lost his life in similarly murky fashion. While Piscopo couldn't be there to save his friend, this opportunity offered him a chance to fix that hole in his heart. It could give him more eternal peace than his current lifestyle. Piscopo's plans were to get Tobias back into work immediately. It would occupy Tanner for most of the day and brought a safety in numbers aspect to the situation. Employment was almost impossible though, as the goalkeeper had no coaching qualifications to speak of. After football, he wanted to go into accounting, not management. So in one last extravagant move, Piscopo looked Tanner dead in the eyes and said, "I'm going to buy a football club. You will be my manager, and you will be a success, no matter how long it takes." The first club on the list of potential purchasers was Piscopo's old stomping ground of Chesterfield, who soon succumbed to the incredibly hostile takeover. And with that, Tobias Tanner had a new home. He didn't need to leave the comforts and protection of the stadium walls, with the obvious exclusion of away days. Piscopo ordered sleeping quarters to be built and 24/7 stadium security to be hired. The Spyrites had become sanctuary for Wrexham's old number one, and all he could do now is repay both them and Domenico. In unrelated news, a livid-looking Wesley Purpehart made the sudden transition to management with Mansfield. In his first press conference as boss of Chesterfield's local rivals, he left journalists utterly bemused, failing to answer a single question. One reporter even went as far as to say that in Purpehart's eyes you could see the burning desire to destroy the legacy of youth squad legends, which seems a little crazy. How can you tell that just by looking into someone's eyes? So, can Tobias Tanner take Chesterfield to glory? Will he be shot in the face before the series is out? And will Wesley Purpehart attempt to undermine Chesterfield's pathway to success by tapping up any promising youth prospects? All will be revealed in the next series of Dragon Ball. No, that's the wrong show. All will be revealed in the next series of Youth Squad Legends. Sick, there you go. There's some backstory.